Good day and welcome to this webinar series from our side. My name is August Engelbrecht. I'm in the Faculty of Engineering and in particular in the Dean's Office. I'm coordinating the student recruitment and retention efforts in our faculty. With me today, I've got the Dean of Engineering, Professor Wikus van Niekerk, and myself and Prof van Niekerk, we will run through the questions that you, grade 12s, have sent in through to us. But let me just start off by saying that I think it's a common fact, and most of you know, that Stellenbosch University is regarded as one of Africa's leading academic and research institutions. Beyond academics, Stellenbosch is also known for its student experience. You know Stellenbosch University for its Marty rugby, but also all sorts of other sport and cultural activities. Just last week, I was asking one of our students in the Faculty of Engineering, what makes this faculty great and why do you appreciate being in the Faculty of Engineering? And this student and his friend shared a few things with me that I would like to share with you. The one student just said, look, this is a cool faculty. It's the faculty with vibe. The other one referred to the modern facilities that we have, especially now after our refurbishment. And the one person says, look, engineering is a flagship faculty. And this faculty have produced so many world-class engineers. I would like to be part of this faculty, and this is what I appreciate about this faculty. Now, to be honest with you, since 1944, over more than 80 years, the Faculty of Engineering have produced thousands of world-class engineers. They are in leading positions in South Africa, but also around the world. You get from our alumni that have qualified as engineers at Stellenbosch University. However, you have sent us some questions because you are also considering studying engineering at Stellenbosch University. And so myself, I will ask the questions, and our Prof, Wikus van Niekerk, our Dean, he will give you the answers to those questions. We won't be able to cover all the questions that you might have in your mind. So if you've got some more questions, go to www.su.ac.za, the normal undergraduate website at Stellenbosch University. Go to schools, go to faculties and schools, and you will be able to go to the Faculty of Engineering, and there's a frequently asked list. Go and see if some of your questions might be on that list. If not, our contact details is also on that website, and then you're more than welcome to send us an email and we will gladly answer your questions. Okay, here's the first question that a grade 12 student have sent in to us. Prof van Niekerk, are you ready? Let's go, let's hit the road. Based on my grade 11 results, I met the selection criteria for engineering. I'm also thinking about a few career options. Why would you recommend that I study engineering?
Well, August, I would say that engineers do a lot in this world. And there are two things that we mainly do. We improve the quality of life of all the citizens of South Africa by providing them with energy, clean water, sanitation, roads for transportation and telecommunication. And then we also create wealth by developing the economy, running factories, coming up with new systems and ideas and products. So engineers make a significant contribution towards the well-being of all the people of South Africa and the world. And basically we only teach you two things. We teach you how to think and we teach you how to solve problems. And I think that is a very good reason to come and study engineering.
Excellent, good start. Here's another question from another grade 12. He asked, I applied to study engineering at 4 universities in South Africa and 1 overseas. Why should I choose Stellenbosch University as my preferred institution for engineering?
Well, I think the degree at Stellenbosch University, because it's accredited by the Engineering Council of South Africa, That means that you are eligible for registration in a host of other countries through the so-called Washington Accord. I think Stellenbosch University provides a very unique environment to study engineering. We have some of the best lecturers in the country. We have the highest percentage of our lecturers are also registered as professional engineers. So you will get probably the best education in engineering if you come to Stellenbosch University, besides all the other wonderful things that Stellenbosch University and the campus and the town offers to all our students.
Good, excellent. Prof. van Niekerk, this student wants to know about the language of instruction. It seems like the student have some questions around that. Would you like to explain our language of instruction, please?
So at Stellenbosch, you can study engineering in English right from the first day up until the last day. We have an English stream where everything is in English, the lectures, the notes, the tests, the textbooks, everything is in English. Maar ons maak ook voorsiening vir Afrikaanse leerders wat hiernatoe kom. In die eerste jaar of 2 is daar parallelle strome en daar kan jy in Afrikaans lesings volg terwyl jy jou voorberei om in die later jare oor te skakel na die Engelse stroom toe. So we are a language friendly environment. At Stellenbosch, language is not an issue. Everybody adapts to it, and we're quite used to people speaking quite a host of different languages and working together in a professional and friendly environment.
Good. Here's question number 4. What is a typical profile of a successful engineering student?
So I would say that the most important aspect is that you must be very comfortable with mathematics. Engineering studies is all about mathematics right from the first year up until the final year, and we use mathematics throughout our curriculum. You must also have a keen interest in physics and chemistry and understand some of those basic laws. But I would say you must be really curious. You must always wonder, so how do things work? How does this machine or this device work, and how can we use that for maybe a different application? Believe it or not, but engineers are very creative because we have to come up with new ideas, solve problems with new innovative approaches, and therefore innovation and creativity is also part of an engineering student. And then lastly, I would want to warn you that it is hard work. It is probably one of the most difficult programs to study. So you must be comfortable to work hard, to work in groups with other students, and to really apply your mind to be a successful engineering student at Stellenbosch University.
Good. Thank you very much, Prof. So this student wants to know, where do our graduates in engineering, where do they typically find employment?
Well, the wonderful thing about studying engineering is that you do not only have to go and work in the area in which you have specialized as a mechanical engineer or a civil engineer or electrical engineer. But of course, in those disciplines, there are a host of different employers throughout the country and the world. You can go work for instance, in a municipality, you can go work for the government, you can work for large industries like Sasol and Eskom, you can start your own company, you can work as a design engineer, you can be very technical for your whole career, or you can slowly branch over into management, you can become responsible for a section or a division. And that's also important because as an engineer, you need to know how to work with other people, you must be able to manage other people, which eventually leads that a lot of our engineers eventually study towards an MBA, or what new degree that we have at Stellenbosch University, a Master's in Engineering Management, to better prepare you for your role in a management position.
Excellent. Prof, if I don't want to go and work straight after my studies, what other options are available for me to follow?
Well, a lot of our students continue with a master's or other postgraduate qualification specifically those who are very interested to specialize in, for instance, biomedical engineering or aeronautical engineering or renewable energy. So a lot of our students stay for a master's degree, and some will then stay on for a PhD or a doctoral degree. You're also welcome to take a year off and go work abroad, or more than 1 year. A lot of our graduates now work in countries all over the world. They work in the Netherlands, in France, in Germany, in Australia, and in Canada. It is also possible to branch into another discipline, like for instance to do a law degree and become a patent attorney. And then, because engineering is all about thinking and solving problems, a lot of our graduates also end up in other areas where you wouldn't expect them. For instance, to become the CEO of a bank or to work in a consulting company, etc. So engineering is definitely one of the degree programs that provide you the opportunity to enter a host of different career options in future.
Excellent, excellent. Prof, please share with us the support systems that you have in the Faculty of Engineering for first years.
So at Stellenbosch Faculty of Engineering, the success of our first year students is #1 priority. And we put a lot of effort into assisting our students to be as successful as possible. To that, for instance, we have people like August and Natalie, 2 support officers that work with our students, where our students can come and share some of the challenges they have, and then they will direct them to an educational psychologist. We have 2 of those working in the faculty or in the university, where there are also educational and clinical psychologists available for support. We also support our students financially. We do not want our students to be to study on an empty stomach, so we make funding available for our students for food. Then I also have a meeting every week as the dean with our students, and if I can't make it, the vice dean will attend the so-called dean's lecture, where we share some tips on how to be a successful engineering student, but also to give you some guidance of where your engineering career can go in future. We also have additional tutorials in place, so we really go out of our way to make sure that our first year students can be as successful in their studies as possible.
Prof. Anika, please share some of the selection criteria with us. We'll start with the minimum criteria and then the selection criteria for engineering.
So it is tough to get into engineering, and for instance, our minimum criteria would be that you need to have a 70% average in matric. You also need to have at least 70% for mathematics and 60% for physical science. But the actual selection scores that we use on your grade 11 marks, in order for us to give you an offer, for that it is a little bit more than these minimum criteria. For instance, you typically would need at least 75% average, 75% or 80% for mathematics, and 65% for physical science. We compute a selection score, which is a score out of 800, that we calculate by taking your grade 11 average and multiply that by 6, so that gives you a number out of 600. And then we add physical science and mathematics again, so the total score there will be 800. And now to give you sort of an idea, so if you had 80% average, 80 for mathematics, 80 for physical science, then your selection score will work out at 640. Some engineering programs you only need 600 or 620 to be selected, but some of the more popular ones like mechanical and mechatronic engineering, you need 650 to be selected. So as you can hear, it's a competitive environment, and you really have to work hard in grade 11 to get top marks to be selected. Once you are selected and you get a provisional offer, you only have to meet our minimum requirements in order to come and join us the year after matric as a first year student. We also have an extended curriculum program. That program is specifically designed for students who didn't have the opportunities that some other students have. For instance, they may come from schools which didn't have a mathematics teacher, or they must come from a very poor family where they wasn't light to study at night. And for these students, we accommodate them through a bridging year. So they would come as first year students, but not start with their engineering studies yet. They will study mathematics and physics and chemistry they did at school. We will teach them a little bit of drawing and some computer programming. And at the end of that, they have to meet certain requirements, and then we promote them into the first year of the 4-year program. So that is a 5-year program in total. What also happens is these students are treated as normal students in the university. They get accepted into the residences. The way that their timetable is structured is very similar to what they will see in the first year of the engineering studies. So that makes this whole transition from school into the university environment a lot easier for these students.
Good, excellent, Prof. Thank you very much for that. Here's a question from a student that wants to know, I want a career that will make a difference in humanity in the future. Is engineering such a career?
I think as an engineer, you can really assist humanity. For instance, a lot of work is now being done in biomedical engineering and other medical devices to provide healthcare services. And you can just imagine if you came up with a device that will save hundreds of lives later, that you've made a significant contribution. Similarly, we all are aware of climate change and the challenges that we will face in the world because of that. Here you can work on devices that will be able to convert renewable energy into useful electricity. As I said before, you can work towards providing clean water, clean energy, transportation, etc. for the people in the world. So engineering is definitely an area where you can contribute significantly. And then we don't even speak about the internet and new artificial intelligence that is now also sweeping across the world. All those systems cannot work with competent engineers providing the systems that will make all these things work.
Good. Thank you, Prof. Vickers. A question from, I'm sure this is a female student. She wants to know, she says, my father and my brother are both engineers. As a female, how will I fit into this man's world?
Yeah, engineering is no longer a man's world. About 35% of our undergraduate students now are female, and in some programs, for instance, chemical engineering, more than half of the students are female. So engineering is very accessible to female learners, and we also go out of our way to accommodate them in various ways. You will also find that you will have a lot of support in the faculty, and the faculty is very diverse, not only in gender but also in race, which makes it quite easy to integrate yourself into this multicultural, multi-genderal environment. In the past, 4 of the Chancellor's medals have also been awarded to engineering students. Now, if you imagine, this is 1 medal that is awarded per year to absolutely the top student in the whole university. There's only 1 medal per year, and of those medals over the last 20 years, 4 went to engineering female students. So that's just another example of female students coming to Stellenbosch and excelling in their engineering studies.
Good. So, this is the engineering webinar, and we hope that most of the answers to the questions have addressed your question. If not, like I said earlier, go to the frequently asked a point or icon on our website, su.ac.za. Go to Faculty and Schools, click on Engineering, and you will find the information on that particular web page. If you have not applied yet, online applications have opened on the 1st of April, and it will close at the end of July. So please make sure that your application gets in as soon as possible. And remember, as Prof mentioned, grade 11 final results is that we will use to consider you for a provisional acceptance. Please make sure that you also visit that website that I mentioned. If you've missed the open day and you want to know more about the different disciplines in engineering, you're welcome to go to the online page, the online open day, and there you will find some useful information. If you want to know more about bursaries and loans, particularly for engineering, you will also find it on that particular website that I've mentioned. We cannot wait to welcome you, of course, in 2027. We want to roll out the red carpet for you as a valued engineering student. Until then, please pull out all stops and make the best of this year. Work hard and work smart, have fun, but keep your dreams alive. From us at Engineering, thank you very much for logging in. Cheers.